surgeries, again, it's all on brand and it's looking very nice. Do you want to take us have a look?
Yeah. This is our third room. What we've decided to do is that we've got a nice little spa chair in here at the moment. We're using it predominantly for any of our whitening visits for any of our members who come in. We've got our steric milling unit. We've got a laptop in the corner as well. So it's all set up, all designed ready to just drop a chair. And in time we'll drop that in as well. It's going to be quite soon. We're just looking to get that.
So let's go back in the consult room.
Absolutely. I'm just going to show you one other room before we go in. We've got an OPT room, which is sort of quite cleverly hidden behind this door. It was a bit of a pain to design this room. This room almost cost us the rest of the design, but we've got OPT scanner. And what we've also got is we've got our we've got a computer over here on the left as well. So patients come in and just say they're OPTs, and then we didn't particularly want to put it on a show, so we hid it behind these glass walls.
All right, so we got back into what's known as Susie's suite up there. The one thing I wanted to finish off with, I mean, we've done the tour of the facility, but the one thing I wanted to finish off with was just an explanation of what it is that you're trying to do here. We're in the centre of Liverpool, right in the middle of the city centre. The place looks like a spa, and we've got aromatherapy candles going, and we've got an extra room there that looks as if it would be very good for facial aesthetics or some alternative therapies, but that isn't quite the way you're heading with this. So can you just talk to us about what the overall plan is for the business?
Yeah, the overall plan for Ollie and Darsh is that what we want to do is we want to be a traditional dental practice, but in an exceptional surrounding. So we sat down, we had an idea of what we'd like to try and provide and where we'd like to try and provide it with. I don't feel that we need to have a spa-like interior but provide spa treatments. I feel like what we can do is have a spa-like interior and provide exceptional, good quality dentistry to all our members who come in. We've got a third surgery there, but what we're hoping to try and do is use that for some more of our preventative treatments that we'd like to try and provide.
Yeah.
Essentially, facial aesthetics, all the other things that will come along with it as well will probably feature to the practice at some times, but right now our core driven focus is not to provide everything to everyone, but what we're trying to do is provide something that we're really quite good at to everyone that would like to come in and be a member here.
Now, you've been open for 9 weeks.
That's right.
How many new patients have you signed up in the 9 weeks?
In the 9 weeks we managed to sign 17 new members.
So that's 7070.
Yeah.
How on earth have you managed to get 70 new patients in 9 weeks? What did you do?
Well, before we signed up with the site months before we did any building work. We had a lot of ideas as to what we wanted to do. We realised that there's a bit of a niche for a good solid dental practice here in the Liverpool City Centre. And so what we did is that before we started, when planning permission and everything like that came through to do the place, we started our marketing from that day. The place was getting built up, the place was getting done. It took 12 weeks to do the build. But what we did is we started doing our marketing from day one. So we put some advertising at Moorfields train station, so we could get a maximum response. So people would come in, they'd have a little look. We didn't say to everyone that we were a dental clinic. We just put our logo on the turnstiles and just said individual smiles matter. From there, people were wondering as to what we were. People started hitting our website. People started having a little look and trying to see what we were basically. And so it created a bit of a general interest. Created a bit of brand awareness as well. If we put ourselves that we were just a dental clinic, I had a feeling that people would just walk by and walk through. So we left it as that really. So then what we did do is that when we did finally open, we had some opening events. We put ourselves in the paper, put ourselves in other publications as well, to say that Ollie and Darsh is actually a private dental clinic. We're now open, come and see us. So people were already well aware of the brand before then. And then since then, some of our marketing, some of our PR has helped trying to bring some people through our doors and come in as well.
And just to clarify, you're offering a free initial consultation, free of charge.
Absolutely.
My understanding is that is primarily it's a conversation with Susie, which is going to take place in this room. You're going to go through a medical history questionnaire and a smile assessment, and just get a general idea of what it is that the patient is looking for.
The dental history really helps.
They then go into one of the surgeries to meet the dentist. you're going to do a 5-minute assessment of their overall oral health.
Essentially, where it is, Chris, is that it's just we created Susie's room because we wanted to create a nice, warm, welcoming environment. It wasn't just going to be a table with 4 chairs and a screen up. We wanted to create something that was quite nice, quite homely, and someone could come in, have a chat, and just feel reassured and relaxed. So they can do that with Susie quite comfortably. Susie then what she'll then do is that she'll then ask us to come in, or we'll ask the patient to come into one of the clinical areas, and they'll sit in the chair. Susie will hand over the patient to me and say, these are the main concerns. This is what she'd like, and this is what she what she likes to provide to do. And so I'll have a little look, and we'll assess them for their membership. It doesn't take long; it just takes a few minutes. But it's just nice that then our potential members have met both myself, met Susie and Alyssa as well. So they've had a nice introduction before anything's actually happened.
And the assessment is whether you want to become a member of the practice, and there are 2 levels of membership depending on your state of oral health. And level 1 is around about £18 a month, which is what I would call the traditional 2 exam, 2 scale and polish a year.
That's right.
And then there's a level 2 membership, which is about £22 a month, which is going to be 4 hygiene visits and a couple of assessments. Is that right?
That's right. We wanted to try and keep it simple for all our members. So what we tried to do is that we wanted to keep it simple for us and for our members as well. So there was no real variation. So I didn't want to feel like some people were getting more out of Ollie and Darsh than others. So unfortunately, there are some members out there that probably need a little bit more treatment than others. So what we tried to do is we just tried to cater to the two finishes.
And we had an interesting conversation this morning about the fact that people are coming in here and they're actually saying, I want to go to a dental practice that's a dental practice. I don't want paraffin wax treatment. I don't want Botox. I don't want candles in the ear. I don't want somebody to give me a haircut. I just want somebody that's going to look after my dentistry. Is that right?
You're right.